Before we get out of the car, I'm just going to talk about some of the highlights. So this car comes standard with an 8-seating option or an optional 7-seater, in which you would get 2 captain's chairs in the front and then the same 2 captain's chairs in the immediate rear. The one that I'm in right now is an 8-seater, so there's a bench seat in the back, in the immediate rear, and then the way back as well, which we'll get into in a minute. Real quick, the rundown, this thing is a 4-cylinder boxer, turbocharged engine with 260 horsepower, towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. All of them are gonna come standard with Subaru's eyesight technology. You're also gonna have 4G LTE Wi-Fi capabilities in here. There's 8 USB charging ports. Last but not least, everybody's favorite feature, 19 cup holders. Count them, 19. And you know what? Let's go see if we can find these 19 cup holders real quick before. And again, I've been in this car for about 7 minutes, so I do not know where these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now wait a second. Is that supposed to count as 3? All right, we're gonna stick with 6 for now in the frontal region. We've got 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's a surprise water bottle. I did not place that there. I am not even joking. 100%. That is from the dealership. That is hilarious. Now I lost count. That one's gonna be 10, 11, 12. What do we got going here? Anything? We got 12 cup holders so far. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've only counted 17 so far, guys. The other 2 are hiding in here somewhere. That's an excessive amount of cup holders regardless. We're not gonna waste time searching for them. Some of the highlights in the interior that are a little bit different than you'd get in every other car. Yeah, it's got leather, it's got this, it's got that. That's pretty standard on most vehicles now. I've done a few things in the vehicle with soundproofing and whatnot, but one of the cool things is there's actually an acoustic windshield. No more electric windshields with amps connected to them. That was a joke. The windshield is just supposed to help with the acoustic volume inside the car, make sure that things aren't droning or humming, and that's what that's for. Also, it's gonna be the same thing on both of the front side glass windows. While we're up here in the front, I'll talk a little bit about the multimedia system we've got going on here. So you're gonna have a standard 6.5-inch multimedia Starlink touchscreen that connects to your phone. This guy that I got here is actually the optional 8-inch, so we're rolling with the big dogs here. As you can see, it's very nice. So what I mean by connects to your phone, you're gonna have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It'll pull up your apps, it'll pull up your phone system essentially to some regard on this screen. My girlfriend's car has it. It's pretty nifty. I like it. It's touchscreen. You've got all your stuff right there. Good to go. This car doesn't have it, but there is the option for 4G LTE Wi-Fi connectability. So if you got the little kiddies in the back, you got the TVs, you got their phones, their tablets, whatever they got, they're gonna be connected. You can watch Netflix and stream Hulu and anything else you wanna do. You got the wife sitting here, she's tired of the BS. Throw the iPad, boom, she's occupied with the Wi-Fi. Moving into the rear. Car comes standard with the 8 seating that you see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 more in the back. There's an option to have 7 seats with these 2 captain's chairs. It would be very cool. Makes it a little bit easier to get in. Slide yourself in and then get into the back. So let's take a look, see how easy it is to get in the back. Gonna pop that down. Seat's gonna slide forward automatically for you. Little Johnny's gonna be able to slide back in the seat. Then you'll be able to pull the main rear seat back, pop it in place, and you're good to go. I am 6'1", okay? 6'1". This seat is all the way back right now. I am a little bit scrunched, but it's actually not that bad. If you guys want to take a look, I mean, plenty of room back here. This is not in the proper seating position here, but this one that I've got, that I'm sitting in right now, I've got the headrest pulled up. You know, it's a little bit tight for somebody my size in the very, very back, but if you're sitting in here, plenty of room. This rear area is gonna be more for small children or just shorter people in general. Look at this moonroof. This thing is huge, guys. So you're basically in a big fishbowl here. This is tinted, so it's very nice, very secure. Let's do a quick little walk around of the vehicle here for you. Found you guys a nice spot in the church parking lot. Nothing better than that. This thing is pretty sharp looking. Subaru's biggest vehicle ever. I've got it in silver. Lines on this car are very nice, very nice. I even like the wheels. As I mentioned, for the engine on this car, it is a 2.4 liter twin scroll turbo, making 260 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque. All of that is matted to a CVT transmission, and you are gonna get an intercooler. Let's take a peek at that here right now. One thing I will say is, I don't know why we're living in the 90s, but we need some hydraulic lifts on this hood. Here's the 2.4 liter twin scroll. We have the intercooler right there. That thing is massive. This is great. There is a ton of room in here. I was wondering how the intercooler was fed air because there's no hood scoop, obviously. There is not a hood scoop on this vehicle, but it looks like they do have some ducting that goes right here, down into the intercooler, which again, that's gonna go through the front grille right there. I personally think a hood scoop might have been pretty badass. So what else do we have going on with the vehicle? This vehicle also has active torque vectoring. If you don't know what that is, you probably want to look it up. Subaru has a nice description, but essentially it helps with handling. Again, I mentioned the 5,000 pound towing capacity, which is outrageous for a 4-cylinder engine. Pretty impressive if you ask me. One of the really neat things with that is that the car actually has a trailer stability assist, TSA. That's basically just to minimize sway if you are hauling a trailer. It's going to apply braking to individual wheels so the car kind of interacts with the road, interacts with the trailer, and it's going to minimize any disruptions and potentially any dangerous situations that you could get yourself into towing that 5,000 pounds. The other quick highlights is you can get up to 500 miles on a tank. You can go ahead and look up the miles per gallon on your own time, but 500 miles per tank. There is an 8.7-inch ground clearance on this vehicle if you are trying to take it over any large bumps, off-roading, any of those speed bumps. This one's not for the lowered life people. As you can see behind me, you are gonna have these roof rails. This is gonna be great for kayaks, bikes, any cargo you wanna put up here. These come stock on every vehicle. I probably shouldn't be hammering it down on them that hard, but you know what? When you're throwing your bike up there, it's gonna be a lot rougher than my sweet, sweet palms. Here's what she's gonna look like with all the seats folded down. Again, the 6'1" behemoth laying down in here. Let's see. Let's see. I'm laying down right here. My feet are in. You could close the door. And I'm right here behind the front seats. So you got plenty of room for your golf clubs. You got room for anything that's 6'1", I suppose. Of course, to top it all off, you've got the automatic close. So the sticker price on something like this is gonna put you right in the 40s, mid-40s range. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick overview of the vehicle. Obviously, this wasn't a super detailed tutorial of everything. I just like to show a little bit of what we got going on, make it entertaining for you guys, kind of give the experience to you as if you were just hopping into this car yourself like I was. Obviously, I looked up some stuff beforehand to give you those facts that I did. I didn't know where all the cup holders were. I didn't even know where the hood release was. So that's what you can kind of expect getting into this car, what your first impressions are gonna be like. Obviously, if you're looking for something like this for your family, for starting a family maybe, I think this is a great option. The car looks great. It's got tons of space, great towing capabilities if you ever want to buy a boat. There's some jet skis on there, tow your camper, throw the bikes on top, throw the kayaks on top. It's going to be a great time. If you want to see any more details about this specific vehicle, I will actually put the link to this vehicle and the dealership in the description of the video. Shout out to Buyer Subaru. I appreciate you guys letting me take this thing out. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I have a 2015 Subaru WRX. It's gray. If you want to check out some of those videos, just scroll down through and take a look. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next one.